At the start of this season, Las Vegas oddmakers set the over-under on the Lakers' total number of wins at 48.5. The Clippers, their projection was lower.
Whoa.
13 games lower, just 35.5. And honestly, those odds were as good a snapshot as any of where the two franchises seemed to stand at that moment. The Lakers had LeBron James. They had Showtime back in the building. They had what was assumed to be the first step in the path back to a championship. The Clippers had, well, forget not having any elite players. The Clips didn't even have anyone who had ever been named an All-Star, ever, at any point in their career. Most Clippers conversations centered on the 2019 free agency class and whether they could eventually lure Kawhi Leonard to come save them. Fast forward to last night when things couldn't be more different. This was literally the opening tip. Take a look here. Patrick Beverley stealing JaVale's tap back to barrel to the basket and score 5 seconds in. For the record, Pat is listed at 6'1". You can decide for yourself if you think that's generous. But here he is standing next to LeBron, who is 6'8". And yep, watch this. There he is, blocking the lob to LeBron and getting the Clips the turnover, which is pretty much its own snapshot of where these teams are now. Yeah, the Clips are still technically the more undermanned club, but yes, they're also the better one. They fight harder, work smarter, and simply like each other more. And while the Lakers would make their case at various points during this game, it was the Clippers who dominated its close. Here's a play from the fourth quarter that has been making the rounds all day on social media. The implication being that LeBron is so stationary on defense and his young teammates so frustrated, Kuzma gets mad and pushes him toward Dino Gallinari. The truth is, of course, both more and less damning than that. Take another look. Kuz sees what starts to look like Montrezl Harrell setting the pick for Gallo. Kuz thinks they're switching. Gallo doesn't actually use the screen. Harrell floats away a bit. So LeBron's not switching. They run into each other. All of this speaks to how disconnected the Lakers are defensively and just how little communication seems to be going on in general. And as the game ended, you could hear some boos from Lakers fans, which Beverley had some fun with there. And then, well, here he is walking back to the locker room.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Like I said about us being the best team in LA, a lot of people don't believe me. It's fine.
We got players trying to get through. We got players trying to get through.
Women lie, men lie, numbers don't.
Meanwhile, in the Lakers locker room, it was more like a funeral. They haven't technically been eliminated from the playoffs yet, but they might as well be. And it's hard to underplay what a disaster this is for both LeBron and the franchise. No, this was never going to be a championship year. But it was also definitely not supposed to be a year that tore apart team chemistry, angered fans, and disenfranchised the young core. It was not supposed to spark reports that Luke Walton is about to be fired. It was not supposed to completely waste a year of LeBron's career. As I've said many times, LeBron is a diminishing asset. That's just by definition. The Lakers got him at a time in his life where as each year passes, he is going to be slightly less athletic, less healthy, less exceptional. That is just how aging works. And so to waste not just a year of having one of the best players to ever pick up a basketball on your roster, but this year is criminal. And LeBron bears responsibility for that as much as anyone else. Really, everyone involved in this whole mess has their hands dirty. And trying to parse blame misses just how ugly the entire snapshot has become. As for Vegas, well, ESPN's Ben Fox reported the other day that at the Westgate Las Vegas Superbook, more than 83% of the money that had come in over the season was betting on the Lakers making the playoffs. It's looking pretty good. The casino will get to keep that cash, which I guess they'll need. After all, they got to pay out on the Clippers.